The biggest holiday shopping spree in the history of the world right now in 2020. Guys, if you are listening to my voice, seeing my face, hit this subscribe button and subscribe if you want this glorious letter 5 times a week. It's very cheap and I'll send it to your inbox and you can listen to it as a podcast. But let's get going. Hey, people, hope you are having an awesome Thursday. Wanted to highlight something crazy. Okay, here we go. On CNBC, it says the surge in online holiday shopping will pack 2 years of growth into one season, Adobe says. Wow. 2 years of growth into one season. That's pretty cool. The translation is that starting right now, we are entering the biggest, most world-changing, most massive online holiday shopping spree in the history of mankind. It's not even close. Check this out. I thought the key points of this article were even more insightful than the main headline. Okay, the key points. Online sales this November and December are forecast to surge 33% year over year to a record $189 billion according to Adobe. The gains could go even higher if consumers receive another round of government stimulus or brick and mortar stores are forced to shut down because of COVID-19, both of which seem likely. Adobe predicts there will be 18 days where digital spending tops $3 billion in a 24-hour window. Last year, outside of Thanksgiving weekend, there was only 3 days. Wow, let me just go through those real quick one more time because those are insane. 33% surge just in December and November. That's nuts. This could go a lot higher because of stimulus and lockdowns, which both are being discussed heavily in the media right now. So who knows? It seems pretty likely to me. 18 days this year in November and December, as opposed to only 3 last year. Human beings online are going to spend $3 billion a day. Holy crap. Now I get it. Some of these numbers might not make sense to you. Like $3 billion a day is such a big number. It doesn't even really register. But personally, before I started my companies, I couldn't even visualize that type of money. I really couldn't. I was making no money. Making $100 in a day seemed hard, right? It seemed really hard. But then I opened this rabbit hole called the internet, okay? Before you own an internet business, guys, the world is much smaller. You think small, so you sell small. For instance, how can I sell lemonade to the people walking by on the street, right? That's every kid's dream. The adult version of this is very similar. How can I open a brewery that is better than the 30 other breweries on Penn Avenue in Pittsburgh? See how we're thinking really small? It makes sense because that's what's right in front of us, right? We can see that market with our eyes. Thankfully, though, this pandemic and hopefully this letter to some degree have opened a bunch of your eyeballs. Mine personally have been wide open for years now, guys. And I now know from experience that making ridiculous amounts of money in single days, seriously, is not only possible, but routine when it comes to the internet. Seriously, it's normal. Here's a few quick things we can take away from this revolution that is happening right in front of our eyes. Number one, it's a snowball, not an ice cube, okay? This might not be the best analogy, but it makes sense in my head, okay? So bear with me. I bet there are some people out there right now, actually I know that there are because that's how most people are wired, is to think this way, and that's okay, okay? Let me read this quote. Dang, I missed it. I could have had such a great 2020 if I had an online business set up and running, but now it's too late. Wrong, okay? That quote above assumes that this online spending spree that we're about to see is an ice cube, okay? It's like, here, bear with me with this analogy. It's like COVID was the freezer, okay? COVID's the freezer. It got really cold. So it built up this big ice cube of online demand for online sales. But when COVID is over, it's just gonna melt. I told you it's not the best analogy I've ever made up, but that's a completely insane way to think about this, guys. Like I've written in other letters, this is much more like a snowball rolling down an endless hill, okay? COVID simply tipped the ball onto the hill. Does that make sense? It just got it started. It's actually just a teeny little eensy-weensy snowball at the top of the hill. Mark my words, it is going to keep rolling down that hill and pick up steam as it goes. But why is that, Kale? Number two, traditions and cultural norms, okay? Holidays are a weird time. Traditions, feeling awkward. Gifts that seem more like obligations than heartfelt thoughtfulness. I don't know about you guys. Maybe I've just had a few strange Christmases. Haha. But I'm sure some of you have had the same experience. But I think we can all agree that people get into habits, right? They start shopping on X day, right? They finish by this day. They go to X stores. They fight the crowds on Black Friday at these certain stores, right? Do you guys know anyone like that? Of course, I sure do, right? This year, all of that is different. Everyone is going to shop online. That's just a fact, Jack. Now, the important part about that is that it's breaking tradition, okay? If only one whack job like you, let's say you, decided to break tradition and shop online, they might just be labeled a wacko by their cooler mall walking friends, right? That could have happened to you a few years ago. But if everyone does it, it's now the cultural standard, okay? I'm serious. By next Christmas, it's going to be weird to go to the mall and shop for stuff. I'm serious. You can listen for clues to this yourself. When you're bored at the next extended family Christmas, we've all been there, okay, guys? Just listen to them talk. Hey, where'd you shop this year? Oh, I just did it all on Amazon. It was great. Me too. That's what you're going to be hearing. Okay, number 3. Why are there always 3 points to letters? Seriously, in every letter, every webinar, every blog, every YouTube video, it's like, if there aren't 3 points, that letter was total crap. I shouldn't have even sent it. Seriously, but overall, my my point is this. It's not too late. If you see, and you will see this, guys, in the next few months, insane record-setting numbers of online sales from all of these people. Big companies, Amazon, eBay, all the big ones. Small online companies, you'll see huge record-setting sales. And then online companies, this is even worse, that your friends already own. Whew, ouch. That one hurts because it's close to home, right? Do not get down on yourself and think that you missed the boat. The boat hasn't even left the shipyard. I'm serious. The internet is like 20 years old. Think about that for a second. You are still so early. There is still so much time. I'm writing in all caps to get it through some thick skulls out there because mine was thick too. I thought I missed the boat way back in 2016, guys. And now look at me. I'm totally rich and I'm driving a Lamborghini. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. Subscribe. Jeez. Let's go. I think these letters are good. Subscribe if you enjoy them. And I'll send you one 5 days a week. See you guys, thekaleletter.com, or click right here and we have another video ready for you. Let's do it. Bye.